It's looking like a mom.
Hey guys, welcome to our first Recovery Friday video series. So for those of you that suffer from PTSD, depression, low self-esteem, or self-harm and more, finding comfort in everyday things can be extremely difficult, and the Uniwarrior Project is all about finding healthier and positive alternatives for your coping methods. We know that most of you turn to, food as a source of comfort, so today we're going to be talking about bacon milkshake! Woo! But if you guys are not really into that, we also have our
healthy alternative. It's called a Mangolada. We'll explain it to you later. We also have a guest appearance from Kim's sister. Her name is
Tiffany! Woo!
Yeah, that's her in the background. Also, Akila's in the video.
She'll be our taste tester for the video, so you'll see her very soon.
Woo! Woo! Alright, so let's get to it, guys. Woo!
For the bacon milkshake, you will need a half cup of bacon bits. In our recipe, we will be using 3 strips of bacon. Make sure they're cooked very well, and we'll be crushing them up. You will also need a half cup of whole milk or skim milk, or whatever type of milk you want, doesn't matter. 2.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 9 scoops of vanilla ice cream. Also, an optional ingredient is 2.5 tablespoons of maple syrup, but we will be leaving that out in today's recipe. And you can top it off with a nice whipped cream.
After you're done cooking your bacon over a medium flame, you're going to crush them up into tiny bits. You want the sizes to be really teeny tiny. You don't want to eat large chunks of bacon while you're drinking your milkshake, so it's super important that you get them down into teeny tiny sizes like you see here. Now for the fun part. It's time to add 9 scoops of ice cream into your blender. We actually had to add 1 more scoop of ice cream because we felt as though the milkshake wasn't as thick as we wanted it to be. So even though we said in the instructions to use 9 scoops, you can use 1 or 2 more if needed. When you're done with that, go ahead and add in your cocoa powder. Next up, throw in that bacon. Make sure you get all the bacon bits in there. And if you want to be a little bit extra like we were, you can also add in some chocolate syrup for some chocolatey goodness. Don't forget about your milk, a half cup of milk. It doesn't really matter which milk you use as long as it's milk. Then it's time to blend. Woo! Oh, as you can see here, we left our blender top in the car. So yes, that is a plate.
For the Mangolada, you will need 5 ounces of pineapple juice, 4 ounces of pureed fresh mango, 5 ounces of coconut milk, and 1 tablespoon of condensed milk, which is also optional.
It's important to note right about now that we did not puree the mango before we put the other ingredients in the blender. We actually just pre-cut it. As you can see, Natalie is cutting the mango down the middle all the way around, and she's also cutting around the pit of the fruit. And she's going to separate the 2 pieces as you are seeing right now. When you're done with that, you're going to cut the mango into bits and pieces, but they don't have to be super small, just in a size that is blendable. Also, just make sure you don't put any of the skin along with the other ingredients because that would taste super weird and we don't want that. After you're done cutting your mango into tiny pieces, you're going to want to go ahead and add in that pineapple juice. Then you're going to want to go ahead and add in your coconut milk. It's important to add that we had to add a little bit more of the pineapple juice and a little bit more of the coconut milk because for some reason our Mangolada was coming out a little bit too watery. But as you can see here, once you go ahead and add in your mango chunks, your Mangolada should thicken up pretty quickly like ours did here. So if you need to add more liquids, then go ahead until it's the right consistency. Now it's time to blend, and please don't forget your blender top like we did. We are so forgetful. We had to do this with the plate, you guys, with a plate. And that was it for our very first Recovery Friday video. We hope that you guys enjoyed these 2 recipes that we shared with you, and we hope that this goes on your list of the many positive coping methods that we hope to share with you over the years. Check in our description box below for more information on the food and the ingredients that we used, as well as the sources for our recipes. Until next recovery video, we shall see you later, and I will leave you with Akila's funky dancing. Yeah!